All right, what's going on, folks? Blitzball Champ back here with another video. Um, so yeah, Carolina Panthers just came off of their bye week and had to face the San Francisco 49ers, the undefeated San Francisco 49ers. So this was, I believe, week 7. Yeah, week 7. And I have to be honest with you. Maybe the bye week was a negative impact, but I certainly did not expect this to be the outcome. Panthers traveled to San Francisco. This was an away game. And to this day, Carolina had been undefeated on the road so far this season until this game. You have to excuse me, I'm still getting over a cold. This was rough. This was rough to watch. This was really, really rough to watch. The 49ers get the victory by a devastating score of 51-13. Now, this is pretty much similar to last season's mollywhopping that the Panthers received at the hands of the Pittsburgh Steelers. And that game was also in Pittsburgh, if I remember correctly, yes. Anyway, let's get into the highlights, which, I mean, honestly, there weren't many. I mean, if anything, the main player that did their part as best as they could despite the opposition was Christian McCaffrey. I mean, looking at his stats, 14 carries, 117 yards, and a rushing touchdown. He was literally all that they had going on offense. Kyle Allen didn't have a single touchdown, but he threw 3 picks. Now, I'll say one of those picks wasn't his fault. It was tipped in front of him, and actually Bosa just made a really, really excellent play on it and snagged it out of the air from up close. So I'm not going to blame that on Kyle Allen. I'm not going to blame that one on him. But if anything that this game shows is that Kyle Allen got exposed. And let's be real, it was bound to happen at some point. Maybe it was best that it happened now and against, a team like this, but he got exposed, and, it's not meaning to take a shot at Kyle Allen, but it's like he hasn't been in a position yet where he's had to play from behind. So, I mean, you have to think about it. The games that they've won with Kyle Allen, they weren't trailing. They weren't trailing. So, just something to keep in mind going forward. Something to keep in mind. The defense got torched. Honestly, I mean, we were able to escape with one interception and a safety. I believe Bradbury got the interception, and Bruce Irvin got the safety, but couldn't capitalize on the interception. We were able to capitalize after the safety, so that was cool. But overall, the defense got torched. Garoppolo had 18 of 22, 175 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. If anything, Tevin Coleman tore up the Carolina Panthers defense. 11 carries, 105 yards, and 3 touchdowns. He had a total of 4 touchdowns, one of them being a receiving touchdown. So, yeah. Kittle, their tight end, got open so much. I mean, he had 6 receptions, 86 yards. I'm surprised he didn't have a touchdown. Um, San Francisco defense wreaked havoc on the Carolina Panthers offense. They had 7 sacks. They had 7 sacks. I mean, Carolina defense was able to get 3, but just, you know, and 3 of those 7 sacks were Nick Bosa. I believe he was paired up with Dennis Daly, and he just kept eating him alive. Offensive line just really broke down this game. It wasn't pretty at all. It really wasn't pretty. What a Tevin Coleman's touchdown runs was a 48 yard run. Just I've been kind of suspect. Excuse me. I've been kind of suspect of the Carolina Panthers' run defense, and it definitely showed in this game. Um, I'll say this. It was definitely a bad, bad loss, and I hope that Kyle Allen and the rest of the team can bounce back from this. But he definitely got exposed in this game. He definitely got exposed. Um, they play the Titans next. Hopefully they can bounce back. Titans are, not as strong of a team as the Niners, but, the Niners clearly showed why they are still undefeated. Why they're pretty much the best team in the NFC right now. So, really, really rough loss. And it sucked too because a lot of people, returned from injury for Carolina. So that just yeah, that was rough. That was really, really rough. But yeah, Niners get this victory, which knocks the Panthers down to 4-3, and it's not helping out much considering the Saints keep on winning. So yeah, Carolina they're just gonna have to bounce back. They're gonna have to bounce back, and still no timetable for Cam Newton and his return if it does happen this year. But yeah, Christian McCaffrey still got his, and just hopefully this team can regroup. You know, Same thing happened last season, and they were not able to recover from it after the Steelers loss. That messed up their whole season. So hopefully we won't get a repeat of that. So we'll see once they travel back home to play the Tennessee Titans. But that's all I have for you. Keep pounding, and see y'all next time. Peace.